Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a video. Welcome to a video that's going to be different, because in this video, it's going to discuss, will there ever be a Titanfall 3? Now, before I start this video, please excuse the noise in the background. I have my fan turned on. And anyone who lives in Las Vegas, you know already that it's hot over here, especially if you have a room that gets stuffy a lot. If you know what I mean by stuffiness. The heat just stays in one spot. So anyone who has ideas how to cool off a room like that, please leave a comment so that way I can cool off my room, because it's been crazy hot around here. So without further ado, let me get to this. Now, as you can see, we got a postcard from the Frontier out now. Livefire has a new map, Uma, including Aegis Titan Brawl, which Aegis Titan Brawl is probably the most fun, actually, because it really brings out the full potential, or should I say full strength, on what a Titan's supposed to be. So I like the fact that they add something like this. But what do you expect when it comes to if there is going to be a Titanfall 3? Well, I want to add a few things. We all know that Titanfall was never, let's just say it like this, Titanfall has always had its ups and downs from the first one, and people have always complained about campaign, but the game itself was good either way. I personally have never tried the first Titanfall, but hopefully we can see a future Titanfall game passed over to PS4, maybe added to the bundle with added with the PlayStation 4 Titanfall 2, having the first one with the second one. But who knows, that could be a future bundle, maybe, who knows, time can tell. A friend of mine discussed with me the last time when I was talking to him that he would love to see something like that, to actually have the chance to play the franchise of the first Titanfall. It would have been a fun thing and a good experience. The only experience I have right now is how great the second one is. But again, getting the chance to try the first one would have been a good thing too. So hopefully Respawn can maybe pass over, which means I know they have to remaster it, pass it over to PS4 graphics, and pretty much that's most definitely a money-making deal right there, you can say. People who are fans of Titanfall, and I understand there's a lot of hating and liking when it comes to video games, but it's always going to be there either way. But you got people that will buy and love it for the fun that the game brings. So I know that means they can add different features in the game if they pass over a game that was only on Xbox, and I know that it's got to be true, but time will tell to see if Respawn can announce something like that one day. But right now I want to discuss what I'm looking forward to, Titanfall 3, if there is going to be a third franchise, that is. First of all, let's get a load of what we got. I like the fact that I'm going to take advantage of this double XP. Thank you, Respawn. I gotta make that money. Multiplayer is always going to be there if Titanfall 3 was going to come around. Okay, it's probably one of the popular ones at the moment is the multiplayer. we got Titans, we got pilots, as you can see. Now, I know you guys might find this kind of crazy when I explain this to you guys, but I have this thing where I like to see what pilot belongs to a Titan, what weapon belongs to the pilot. If you're like me and always curious what the backstory is for these pilots, what kind of weapon were they skilled with, and pretty much everything. If you're like me, then you know where I'm going with this, because I know when it comes to the phase shift, his Titan is basically Ronin, and I understand that you can customize your pilots or Titans any way you want it. I get that, but when it comes to what belongs to what, you want to make sure it's right. But I guess you could say I call it experiment. I like to experiment with different things and, you know, see what works and see what fits. So I can see different pilots in the third one. Same familiar faces, same cool abilities like Cloak, AWOL, Phase, Holo Pilot. Just all these great ideas Respawn brings out for these really good games. But what I'm looking forward to mostly is brand new weapons. I'm most looking forward to anything brand new that can be added to Titanfall 3, including new Titans, you know, just really new cool stuff. But I do want to add some things maybe that can actually give some ideas. Want to know if it's possible to add customization. We already have customization for weapons, changing the color of the skin, changing the perks around, but what I mean by customization, how about customizations on our pilots? Changing the appearance of the helmet, the gear they're wearing, just to make your appearance of your pilot different. Like, let's say the choice of pilot would be this. I'm gonna use the Pulse for an example. Let's say I don't know, you're doing a certain thing and you're seeing someone else looking the same thing as yourself, so you're thinking, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could change my helmet, change my gear and everything to look different? Of course, the pilot gear you can earn. I'm sure you guys have some ideas how you can get those as a reward. Excuse me, I can't even talk. I'm sure there are ways to earn gears as reward, just to have something different. I can't really say how, in what way it would work, but I'm sure you guys have ways of doing that. But I think it'll be pretty cool adding different appearance for our pilots. So if we can customize our pilots to look different from other people, then that'd be great. Especially if you adding the shade camo, it's gonna look cool either way. So I'm just hoping to see different things. I know the campaign will always be there, and I'm sure it's like, what did you think about our campaign, our story? What did you think about that? Well, the campaign, from, I guess you could say this is like a feedback. The campaign for the game here is really, really well done. And it's most definitely that story that you can see yourself playing over and over again and still can't get enough. But the only thing about it is it was a little short. That's the only thing about it. It was a short story. But I'm not saying it was bad, because it wasn't. It's still good. But maybe in the third one you guys can make the battle way more, you know, a little longer. You know, just like more things you can go through when it comes to it, basically, I guess you could say. But I know the campaign is going to be on the third one, but maybe, like I said, customization for pilots, and maybe you could do the same thing with customizing Titans, just making them look different. Because I know you got people who've always wanted to look different from everyone else. I think that'd be pretty neat. But that's something I would love to see on Titanfall 3. Just something whole new. The question is, what's the next franchise? What's the next story that's going to take place on Titanfall 3? I would actually picture it a whole different fight, a whole different war. You know, you never know. What planet? That's how I see Titanfall 3 to be. But that is what I wanted to add, and what to expect if Titanfall 3 does happen. But also I want to mention one thing before I end the video. The video that I was talking about a while ago about humanity is gonna come this Friday. I know I've discussed about it. I said when this video was gonna come out, but I said it was gonna be coming soon. Now it's time that I release a video that needs to be put out there. So whether if you're somebody who is not really interested at the stuff I put out, or if you're somebody who is interested of listening on the things I say, but most likely I know there are people out there who don't really care much what people have to say on the internet, which is fine, you know, it's completely fine. But if you're somebody who always is open for anything, then you're in the right spot. Now this video, I might change the name of what I'm going to call it. So I can't really say, but I know it's going to be humanity and then blank blank. But you'll soon see what I'm trying to say with that. So I guess all I can say is, the whole nation out there, it is time that my words come out. So I'll be seeing you guys on Friday, this Friday we're in, for that release of that video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy ideas for a Titanfall 3, and hopefully you guys enjoy this Titanfall 2 gameplay. And I most definitely will see you guys on the next video on Friday. As I said before, please excuse the noise in the background, but it's been crazy hot. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing fine, and also most respect for anyone who's going through the Hurricane Harvey, and I know it has passed, because apparently I do got family who live over there. So much respect and safety to you guys out there. Hope you guys are safe, and as always, let's make our future safe. Until then, see you on Friday, guys. Peace out.